Unfinished business number 8A, resolution authorizing the town manager to enter into contract with Beta Group, Inc. Discussion possible action, Bradford Recreation Complex Site Engineering Study, RFQ 24-52. Motion to approve.
I'd like to make a motion to continue it.
A second that. I would really like to hear from Mr. Sorry. Yeah, King, Mr. King. I would like to get we haven't ever had a report from them there, and I think we should have it. I think the town should hear it. So that's why I think we should have a meeting or continue it.
Point of order, Mr. President?
Yes.
Did we skip 7C?
No, we just did that one. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Need more coffee.
I didn't.
Oh, go ahead.
Another clerk had a question. I didn't have a time frame for the continuation. Do I need to make that motion with a time frame? Okay. Continue to next meeting. I make a motion to. I amend my motion to continue item 8A until next meeting.
All right. Motion to continue it to the next meeting. It's been seconded. Discussion.
I think if we push through, enter into a contract for energy rate, we could have probably accepted a liaison report. I'm a little disappointed that we're going to push this of all things to the next meeting, but if that's the will of the majority, who am I to fight it? So we did have two gentlemen sitting there talking one meeting. At least we got that, right? And I just think it's important for maybe not us, but I do think it is for me. But I think the public should know. I just think they should hear it from Mr. King to give a report.
He's been at the podium a couple of times just in this month, and he's spoken previously, and the whole council got information. So what are you really looking for?
Questions.
I'm
Questions. I just think we should ask. And it's not, again, it's not for me. No, I don't. Yeah, when he speaks at the podium, I didn't really take any of them as a presentation, but I would like a presentation. That's all I'm going to say. I think we owe it to people to at least give a presentation.
And presentations are required in the last month, because at this point, the engineering study is just a study to help develop a site plan, a conceptual plan for the site. And everybody's been provided the information. So I just, and to be honest, I mean, well, I'm always honest, but to be frank, I mean, I've been told by several people, they don't want to sit in front of this council because of being attacked. And that's fact. And I'll say that for the record, Madam Clerk. And I fully support people who don't want to come before this council. And I'm not saying the full council. There's one in particular who seems to attack people. And you know,
May I jump in?
yes.
This isn't a plan to approve a building or really approve anything. This is just a site study. This is just, maybe this is where a basketball court should go. This is where a playground should go. Very basic stuff. I don't need a presentation on this. There's just this rumor that for some reason there's a building attached to this. There's no building attached to this, not at all. And I think that's what we're getting hung up on, honestly. Once we accept this is just a basic site study to show us where some jungle gyms will go. It's not a big deal. Let's just push this through. Well, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, my concern, the actual RFQ most, like 95% of it looks good. Everybody keeps on saying there's no building, but there is like building and like studies of that building, of two versions of that building that are written into the RFQ. So that's the you know, that's the question that
All
I
right,
would want to have.
here's a solution, because that was it was basically a mistake in the RFQ, right? That wasn't the intent. It was, and the council can, if we can get this passed tonight, the council can make a decision tonight, take the architectural aspect out for the building. Take it out, and we can get this thing rolling. Just take the architect, I believe Beta is the one who put an architectural component in there for a building, and that wasn't the intent. So my fault for not explaining that properly for the RFQ. I take the fault for that. But the committee's intention was not building. It's all about, and if you look at the concept site, the maps that were provided to the council, that is the type of stuff they were providing. But the solicitor said that we can remove the architectural component and move on with this. And it's the outdoor component. Yes. Please correct me if I'm.
No, the council can approve it by doing a delete on that, but that should involve also a reduction in the cost for it as well with those services deleted.
Could I make this motion?
So if that's acceptable, can we, yes, Mr. Overton.
That would solve my concerns about it. I've been very consistent on this. I don't want to spend $25 million on a building out there, and I don't want to give anybody the impression that that's the direction that we're going. My feeling is strip it out. Everything else looks great, but strip it out, and I'm good to go.
All right, so if oh, I'm sorry.
I did not read Mary Shalaba's email to the council. I just didn't have time. I think that her only problem was the building as well, but I'd hate to short shut her. But if somebody else read it, knows her position, but I think it was just the building.
I read it, and it was just mostly talking about the building and stuff. And so,
I read it 6 times, riveting
Yeah.
stuff, loved it.
so yes.
And again, like, I know we're under the gun right now. I know there are some questions about process because of just kind of the way the committee went. And I've had people on the committee reach out to me and questions about, I think there's support for this plan in the community, but we don't know exactly how much. We haven't heard somebody speak in favor of it other than Mr. King and yourself. That's one of the reasons why I want to have a conversation about it and continue it.
Can I ask
And
a question?
and I think those were concerns that Mary had as well.
Well, and some of what you wrote in the email for the record were incorrect. But she did mention that she keeps focusing on the building for some reason. We stripped that right out. So the architectural component can come out and we can move on. We can still have presentations. They're still going to make a presentation. This is to help develop a conceptual plan so they can present to the council. It's coming up with April. The ad hocs are supposed to end May 1st, so they'll be presenting anyway. But we got to get this thing rolling so we can get it done. I mean, so just you can amend the motion or withdraw that and make another one to just.
We'd have to withdraw the motion to move it to the next meeting, and then we can amend the motion, correct?
That would be ideal. And then I think it satisfies Council Overton's concerns about a building. We strip the architectural component for a building out, and that takes care of it. And then we can move forward. We're going to get a presentation next month anyway, just like the Multiculturalism Committee. So I think that satisfies people's concerns.
I appreciate that, but I still have a motion on the table that I'd like a vote on.
Well, who's second? Council Overton, are you withdrawing?
Repeat your motion, please.
That we continue this item until the next meeting.
I'm going to withdraw my second. As long as we strip the building out, I'm happy.
I'll second it for him.
All right, call the question.
Vote, Council Lombardo. What's your, and this is moving it to the next meeting. And the motion, you just seconded. You realize nobody came to speak on the marina either, but we approved those overnight.
I got all that.
Okay.
I got it. I don't think it's a big problem, but I have trouble getting over his hurdle that we just kind of
Right.
let Pete, the
So
public.
that's a yes on your.
Yeah,
and
I'm agreeing with
Councilor Overton, I'm sure you're going to vote yes on your
Yes.
motion. Councilor Overton, this is, no, I thought you were. This is to move it to the next meeting instead of voting on it tonight. No. Councilor LaPetra?
No.
Councilor Cordial?
No.
Chair votes no. That fails. Is there another motion to,
I have a motion.
yes,
I have a motion that we approve this resolution, but we strip out all architectural
design?
design. That's exactly what I was going to say, architectural design.
Is there a second? Yes,
Of
for the building, for the
of the
building.
building. Of the building.
The architectural component of, for the building, strip it. And that was seconded by Council Overton. Discussion.
Could you just
Yeah,
ask,
yeah. The solicitor, was that, did that meet your,
Yes, sir.
okay, Council Cordial? This is to approve it, stripping the architectural component. Council LaPetra?
Yes.
Council Overton? Council Luther?
No.
Council Lombardo?
yes.
And the chair votes yes, 6-1. All right, now we're moving right along. All right,